Hello. Did I make the music too quiet? Fun cooking. I hope it's tasty. I'm sure it'll be tasty. Hello. Hey, Valmy. How are you? Doing good. Glad. I'm a little sleepy. I stayed up kind of late last night. I slept for like 3 hours or something, so I feel a little bit like groggy. But I still am determined to get up and get some work done. Luckily, it's fun work where it's like I'm researching something that I'm interested in, which is kind of fun. Respect the grind. Respect the grind. Heck yeah. I just feel extra tired. Or I don't know. It's like not really like tired. I guess it's more like I feel like low power and like kind of peaceful. Sometimes though, when I'm like really sleepy like this, I I start to like I get overwhelmed kind of easily, like sensory wise. So when I'm like tired, I'll like listen to things that are like maybe one instrument only or something. I tend to like piano stuff for some reason. Uh, Sleepy really feels peaceful sometimes. Yeah, it does. I feel like there's no drug like sleep deprivation to make you feel like you're on drugs. It feels awful. I also woke up like not too long ago, so my voice is all like tired and stuff. It's like the morning voice. All right, I'm not tired. It's like not warmed up, I guess. The morning, all yummy. Trying to get some work done too. You get distracted by every single thing every day. It's the worst. There must. I feel like everyone has like a little trick for their own productivity. Mine seems to be like, I just need to get started. I need to give myself like when I'm gonna work on it. Not necessarily when it's gonna get done, but when I'm gonna work on it. And then I just need to start it. I need to start it when I say I'm gonna be doing it or something. And then that seems to help me. But I feel like some people are. I feel like most people are routine type people where it's like there's gonna be a time during the day that works best for them or something, and then if they could do that every day, it's really good at that time period or whatever. And I don't know. I feel pretty productive in the morning. Um, but yesterday I was like, for some reason I couldn't sleep. Actually, I know the reason. I was just freaking. I had coffee yesterday at like 3 p.m. and then I ended up being up until like 4 a.m. The only trick you have is not try to focus because that makes you focus better and lots of caffeine. Oh, the caffeine. Oh god, it's not that great. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, it wasn't good. I was up pretty late, so I slept for like 3 hours or something. But it's okay. I'm probably gonna take a nap after stream. Have I get way better sleep tonight? I will. I'm just gonna tough it out until I get back from work tonight, and then I'm probably gonna sleep early. But this is sort of like it's weird, right? It's like okay, I'm setting the stream for 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. so that I know that I'll be up early, and then I'll be working on it early. Um, which is cool. So it's like I've been like last week I did a bunch of 8 a.m. streams, and all the morning streams are going to be like productivity sort of stuff, like learning music, writing music, fixing my guitars, or studying or something. And it's kind of getting me. It's training my brain to do stuff at around 8 a.m. It's strange. So even on the off days, on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's like 8 a.m. I gotta be doing something. It's strange. If, a friend of mine would always say that. He would say like our brains are just computers that we have to reprogram. Not gonna lie, bro, you have absolutely loved those productivity streams. It helps you wind down a lot. That's good. You can also watch them while working. I'm glad. That's what seems like the. That's what I found to be the appeal also with like co-working streams, is that it's like there's so many different, I think, um, categories of intensity of like second monitor stream. Because there's some second monitor content that's like, it's so stimming. It's like so action packed. You're like, what the hell's going on? It's almost hard to watch that type of second monitor content because it's just so engaging. But I find that the co-working ones are the best because they tend to be like almost like non-streams where the streamer is not really interacting that much, and they're kind of just chilling, you know. Like my partner got me really into the idea of like parallel play, where we'll both be like working on stuff at the same time, but we're not like talking to each other. We're like in the same room, just working on stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. Dang, I love Chopin. Chopin gives me memories of like an old friend. Oh. Ah. I'm reading up on Hitoshi Sakimoto. Mhm. Oshi! Thanks for the boop. Thanks for the lurk, Belmy. Welcome in, Oshi. I hope last week was good. Because it's a new week. Ooh, thanks for the sunnies. Nice. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful day to be productive. (1988). He was born in 69, so that means 19 years old? NECPC 8801? What the heck is that? Eight-bit home computers? What? Wow. Imagine a computer. It's like if a CRT monitor had a CRT monitor. They look so old. Wow. Crazy. Craziness. Oh, wow. Had my hand in the wrong spot and started typing, and I was surprised to see the letters. I'm like, what the? What did I just type? I'm learning. I'm learning. Whoa. So right now I'm like researching about the music from Final Fantasy Tactics, and I'm learning that the composer, he's okay. So apparently he didn't even want to be a composer when it came to video games. He just wanted to be a programmer. He wanted to make games, but but he still had the wherewithal to be like, you know what, music is like pretty important. So he was like, he was about the at least learning about music and like finding out what he likes. Um, and then when he was in high school, he made some music for some games, you know, but it was more like he made music for like one game, and he had to make it work for like several other games. But then he got a professional gig making music for for a game on like some really old system, and he was like, you know what, the music's important. I need it to be like better. So he just like programmed like a new driver, a new synthesizer driver for the music in the 90s. Just like, he was just like, yeah, I'm a programmer. Let me just do this. And then it was so good that like a lot of other it ended up being used for a lot of other games in the 90s in Japan. And he had so much success with that game and his driver and everything that people were like, dude, you should keep doing it. But he was like, nah, I just want to be a programmer. I just want to make video game stuff. But then he ended up doing it anyway. He's like, yeah, you know what? His friends were like, do it. He's like, okay. It's pretty interesting. Whoa, he's so cool. Ugh, I need my blanket and my blow high. One second. Ah, I'm heating up pizza for breakfast. Artec? Data East? Dang. He worked on over 20 games within 2 years. That's crazy. How do you do that? This man is a machine. So by the time he did Tactics in 97, he already worked on over 20 games. It's crazy. Oh, but he was always composing with other people. But he did his first solo score in 1990. Wow. In the 1900s. Interesting. Wait. He worked on Shin Megami Tensei? No way. Really? Eh? Hmm. Oh, but he also did Tactics Ogre. Okay, that's why the music sounds so similar. I never beat Tactics Ogre actually. I should try to finish it. I got really sad when I was playing through it and like this character that I really like got killed. And I was like, no. But apparently you could just come back to it later anyway. So I was like, oh, what? Whoa, he's so cool. Oh, he did Vagrant Story and Breath of Fire? That's so cool. Oh my god. He's so badass. He worked for Square. And then and then he left Square, which is like hilarious because it's like it's one of the biggest companies ever. You would think that someone would like get that job and hang on to it and be like, this is it. This is my ticket to generational wealth. And he was like, you know what? Nah. And he leaves Square and forms his own company just because he wants more freedom for the products that he chooses. And it's like a music and sound production company that does pretty good. Whoa, and the company expanded. Whoa. And they even launched their own record label. That's so cool. Oh man. Dang, I'm gonna have to listen to all this stuff because apparently the Tactics composer guy, he also did a bunch of anime stuff, which is cool because I feel like not a lot of video game composer people end up like branching off into that, branching off into into animation or movies or stuff like that. I feel like a lot of composers will maybe low key do corporate work, you know, just for the cash. I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Chopin agrees. The style of Sakimoto's compositions is mostly orchestral. He creates the orchestral sound by playing the music through a sequencer instead of using a real orchestra due to the high cost. When composing a soundtrack for a video game, Sakimoto first sits down with the director or producer of the game and works out what emotions they want the game to evoke in the player. After making a demo for them, sets out to create music that fits that feeling. He claims that his style of composition does not change when he works on non-game works such as anime series, saying that only the tone of the pieces is different. He attributes any changes in his style over the years to his desire to constantly keep growing and learning new styles and techniques. Saying that if you have not moved forward in your skill and style over time, you've wasted your time. Wow. He's not wrong. Oh, he likes synth pop. Yellow Magic Orchestra. Why does that sound? I must be so American brain because I think that sounds racist. We're the Japanese synth pop group called Yellow Magic. It's like, wait. Oh, he likes Chick Corea? Hmm. Whoa! When he made music, oh, he made music for Final Fantasy 12? What was 12? Was 12? What's that guy's name? Vaughn or something? Oh, he's so interesting. I have to listen to all the other things that he did. Whether it's the early sounds of gaming in the 1980s with the live orchestral scores of some of today's leading game series. Sakamoto is recognized as an industry pioneer, helping to shape the face of video gaming music. Whoa. Best known for his work in Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy Tactics, and, the Valkyria Chronicles series. Sakamoto has so far worked on over 180 projects, ranging from video games, animated series, and CD releases. Whoa. It's good because apparently he taught himself piano and like organ. I feel like if you're gonna be a composer, those are the those are the instruments you want to learn. Like to be a like a lot of the greatest um, Western composers were piano players. And they're like not just any piano player, they're like virtuoso players. They're like really good. But one of my favorite composers, he wrote a couple of like he wrote like a pretty cool symphony called Symphony Fantastique. His composing sounds a little bit different because I was like, dang, it sounds weird. Like the note choices are kind of odd and like voicings are strange. And like compared to like other composers or symphony composers, I should say. And then I found out that this particular person, his name is Berlioz. He's like a guitar player and a flautist. I'm like, dude, that's me. I play flute and I play guitar, and I think it's weird with the way he composes. So I was like, oh, that's weird, but it made me go, that's cool though. I like it when it's weird. So interesting. Odin Sphere, Archaic Sealed Heat? That's a game? Tekken 6? Oh, wait, hold on. That's the company that he formed called Bass Escape. I see. Oh, I can smell the pizza. Pizza for breakfast. Because why not? I think I did a good job running last week. This is so dumb. Like, I get... Because I grew up pretty athletic. And I'm pretty used to being, like, in shape or whatever. But... Excuse me. But the past, like, few years, I guess, I've been kind of lazy. And I lost a lot of my cardio. So I get tired really fast now, which is kind of funny. But still, I'm trying to, Allegro. So I found out, like, the way that works for me to get my cardio back is to just run up the hills. It's awful. I hate that feeling. I'm, like, sprinting up a hill for, like, 20 seconds. And then I still have to keep running. But it makes sure it gives you cardio. The more consistently you do it, you just have more cardio. It's weird. It's like being a painter and suddenly having more paint. And you're like, dude, yeah, I'll take it. My partner was trying to make the argument, like, but if you're running a lot, your knees isn't going to damage them. I'm like, wait, not that bad. And I was like, but if I'm sprinting, I'm taking less steps. So I wonder I wonder what's worse, like fewer, like maybe half as many steps, but like some of them are high impact, or I don't know. Just running for a long period of time is just bad for my knees. I feel like, in general. And I used to wear a freaking compression thing on my right knee because I used to run a lot, and then I would get injured, and then I'd go train. It's so stupid how at my old gym, like everyone there, we would all train like injured. We'd all be hurt and still training. And I thought it was like, I remember my first year or so at that gym. I was like, okay, I'm hurt, so should I rest? And my coach was like, it's up to you. It's up to you. You know, almost like he's telling me, like unspokenly, like everyone here is hurt. You better train or you're a bitch. And then I was like, whoa. So I would train and then I would get beat up. But you get used to it. You get used to, well, you eventually not get used to getting beaten up because you start doing better. But you get used to sort of like being half conscious and like pushing through something. You know, you get used to like finishing strong, where even when you're tired, you empty your tank at like the last 15 seconds or something, or last 60 seconds, I should say. And I will say, after my run, I always feel like better. Like I'll do that run, I'll come back, and then I'll do some more training, but I'll be like absolutely demolished. I'll like take a shower, put on some clean, warm clothes, have a nice breakfast, and I'll feel so peaceful. It's days like that where I find myself just looking out the window and then, you know, like spotting a bird or something like that and admiring it. Or like something I like doing, I don't know why this makes me feel good. Like I'll look off into the distance, like into like a tree line, and just to look. Like when I fixate my eyes on like something like a tree like swaying in the wind, it activates something in my brain. I don't know what it is. It's like stimming, but like deep rooted stimming, like something that our ancestors used to do. This is like ancestral stimming, like caveman stimming. It's probably what they did when they were like freaking cooking over a fire. They're like, ooh, 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 and then pointing at like a tree line, and then I don't know, smiling. You're like, look at that tree line, bro. What am I talking about? Let me get my pizza. I'll be right back. Dang, bro, I need a freaking pedicure, bro. My feet are cooked. Sometimes I'll look down at my feet, and I don't see them very often because, like, I'm usually wearing socks, I guess. And when I look at them, I'm like, okay, the skin's nice and soft, but I'm like, dude, look at my nails. They're so cooked. They're like long and with like nail polish from like 3 months ago. Like, what happened? How did that happen? I guess it's because I know that no one looks at my toes except like my partner, I guess. She doesn't care about toes at all. Which is like, okay. But I'll be like, look, I worked on them. She'll be like, whatever. I'm like, hey, what about my toes? It's fine, I guess. So this whole week is lots of streaming this week. Streaming every day. It's pretty exciting. This Sunday, though, I'm going to do Zatsudan. So, I never did a Zatsu stream before. But I feel like I kind of unofficially Zatsu in a lot of my streams. We're just chilling, watching YouTube videos and, you know, bullshitting, whatever. That seems pretty calm and good. I feel like Zatsu also has, like, a pretty good potential for, like, it's like funny bits. But last week, one of my community members, when I posted my schedule, and you know, I have like different, you know, of course, like a normal streamer, like different like scheduled events for every stream day, every stream date, or whatever. I was kind of disorganized, like as late as like before last week, like where I would just stream, no plan, go in there and it'll just be random chaos like every time, and it was like fun, but I realized that I'm not sure if I have the capability of you know, being that sort of freeform. But then when I schedule everything for like specific days, it felt so much better. Like one day just for learning, one day just for writing, one day just for hand cam shit, you know, and then one day for playing guitar or something. I would love to just be like, oh, all right, that sounds cool, and then whip out my guitar and just like start playing. But I think it's nice to have like one dedicated guitar day, one dedicated Zatsu day, one dedicated game day. I actually want to have 2 game days, but my schedule, I don't know. I don't know if I should be playing games early. I feel like it's definitely a nighttime thing. What a wonderful day. Wow, that first bite of food really changes me. Mazurka. Whenever I listen to Chopin, he just sounds so homesick. He sounds like he yearns for Poland, you know? Despite being in France almost his entire life. Hope y'all are doing a good job being productive. I'm sure you are. Yummy. I wonder if my future kids are gonna be weirded out. They're gonna be like, "Why do we have two moms? And why does one of them? Why does one of my moms have a deep voice?" What a cool composer. I'm not sure if a lot of video game composers could say that they made a synthesizer driver that got used for a bunch of other things. Or to be a video game composer that was like, you know what? I want to be a programmer. I don't even want to be a composer. And people had to convince him to be a composer. They're like, no, you should keep doing it. It's actually really good. You might end up working on something huge. And then he ended up working for like Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff. It's so cool. I don't know why this reminds me of this stupid analogy. I was thinking of like, I used to be like really into League of Legends, like in like really early seasons. Like basically, my historical timestamp is always like before Lily Pichu was famous, type shit. Where she had a YouTube channel, but like, you know, she wasn't like the huge creator she was today yet. And I used to be really into this player Doublelift, and I was like kind of obsessed with his team CLG. I was like, dude, they're so cool. And they had this one they had this one player on their team named Loco Doko, like hilarious like Korean player. Who ended up, you know, he moved to the States, and you know, he's very, very involved in the Western community for League. And he had this stupid analogy where he was comparing like the StarCraft 2 like world champ, like some championships or something, versus the League of Legends qualifiers or something like that, like not qualifiers but like round of whatever. Do they do round robins in League of Legends? I don't know. It was not a big tournament. It was like a small tournament or something like that. And that small tournament had more viewers than the StarCraft 2 tournament that was like an important StarCraft 2 tournament, right? And his analogy was like, hey, look, it's like hey, I have a bigger dick than yours, and it's not even hard, and it's folded in half. That's what he said. I was like, he's so that's so stupid. I kept that with me, and I would pull it out sometimes. But I think I like subconsciously tried to like manifest it, because now I sort of get off to the idea of like playing instruments that are not my main instruments, and then sort of like convincing people that is my main instrument, you know? So like for a long time, a lot of people didn't know that I played guitar in my professional space. And they found out later, like, oh, wait, you play guitar? I'm like, yeah, I play a little bit. And then I'll play, and they're like, oh, do you actually do know how to play guitar? I'm like, yeah, a little bit. So now I just want to, yeah, because it's like, they'll be like, oh, you're such a great bass player. It's like, you just make it easy. I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to have a smooth experience. So that's like, they think my dick is big, but it's actually full. It's actually not even hard, and it's folded in half. I'm like, ugh. It's not even hard, and it's folded in half. What a dumb analogy, but it's so good. Wow. He's so modest. He just does things without putting a label on himself, which is so cool. It's like he like slowly became a composer. He wasn't like, I'm gonna be a composer. He was just like, I'm just doing this thing. And then he said when he was in his 20s, someone actually turned around and called him a composer for the first time. And he's like, oh, I guess I am a composer. That's hilarious. Oh, he studied sciences. Oh. That's what I did before I studied music. I was studying science. Or rather, I have a science degree. So that's kind of weird. I don't even have a music degree. I only have a science degree. I don't even know what I would use it for. I don't think I would ever be an engineer or anything like that. I don't think I have the wherewithal to do something that smart and precise. Or maybe it's just my attention span. I would get so distracted. They were like, okay, Bartleby, you're going to design a solution for this, I don't know, hand sanitizer dispenser. And I'm like, okay. I'll work on it for 5 minutes and then go straight on my phone. And then forget that it has to, then forget, and then go to the bathroom and then forget that my job exists. Forget where my phone is. Forget that I'm wearing my glasses on my face. And immediately go into a stim panic. And then 15 minutes later be like, oh, wait. I'm an engineer, aren't I? I gotta fix something. I don't think I could do that. But a lot of my friends are like engineers. They're all like really smart people. And I'm just like the musician. Like the person who they say that I'm like following my dreams. I was like, what do you mean following my dreams? I'm just living my life. It's nothing special. I'm just working. It just so happens to be music jobs. Maybe that's what they're talking about though, because it's like, dang it, all my income comes from music. I guess if like 0.5% comes from streaming. Maybe less. 0.005%. But even still, it's like it's still music related, right? Ogre Battle. Looking back at the many, many titles you've composed for over your 40-year career, would you say that Ogre Battle specifically was a turning point of your personal career? Ogre Battle? What the heck is that? In a short time, he was asked to do an orchestra-style music arrangement. Interesting, you know? Because when I heard Final Fantasy Tactics, the first thing I thought of was, wow, this person probably studied music, probably a composition major, and probably really into symphonic composers from the Romantic period, like Wagner or like stuff like that, you know. Or that wasn't my first thought, but like when I started to become more aware of like music and stuff like that, that became my first thought of like, oh, this is what he's been doing. But now reading this now and reading about Hitoshi Sakimoto and all his, why did I say it so racist? I'm learning that he actually is basically a genius. He's like, yeah, I'm not really trying to be a composer, and then he just becomes one and becomes one of the greatest of all time. He's like, what the? He's such a natural. Crazy. Crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Oshi, if you're still here. I forgot to shout out your 7 stream streak. I'm so sorry. I'm I've been streaming for almost a year now, and I'm still learning a lot. So something I'm learning about is that like there's so many windows I have to pay attention to. There's a lot of redundancy. Like there's some things that like are just showing up on 4 windows at the same time. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I keep forgetting that there's specific Twitch ones that only show up on my my stream manager. I'm learning though. I am learning. I found out that I'm pretty bad with like the software tech, you know. Like when I did my first collab a couple weeks ago. It was my first collab ever, and I did technical difficulty shit. Right, I had the wrong PNG, and then I had to fix it while I was panicking. It was my first collab. You know, that was pretty funny. Hood was in the room with me, and she saw the look on my face where I was like, "Oh no." But I fixed it and got back to normal, as if it was as if I've gone through it before. We do what we can, right? We do what we can. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's two of my favorite musicians' birthdays today. Well, friends of mine. How cute. How cute. How cute. Oh, my brain is fried. Fried brain. Fried brain. I think I got some good info today on this guy. Fried brain. Ugh. Oh, the 3 hours of sleep is getting to me. Ooh wee. It's hitting me. It's hitting me. BRB. Hey, hey, Lichio. Hello. How are you? I think Oshi's still here. I forgot to shout Oshi out. Oshi's got a 7 stream streak, and I forgot to say, like, yo, 7 streams. Because I really do feel that way. I'm like, dang, 7 streams? Holy shit. How are you today? I hope all is well. Doing the goo. Doing the peak. It's the red panda. It's the red panda. One day, I'll have a personal model. Because this isn't my personal model yet. Not quite my personal model. But hopefully when I debut, it's my model. Well, my model will definitely be just as cute. But I haven't debuted yet, so I have grown very attached to this model, though. I'm definitely gonna keep a lot of elements going into the next one. For sure. For sure. Like the height. Definitely the height. Definitely the ears. Definitely the tail. Maybe I'll keep the colors. Even if it's not the exact same color, I still like the idea of having it being like warm colors. Or something. What's funny too is like this model wasn't meant to have eyes like this size. You know? Like I make the model look a little sleepier. Sleepier because my IRL eyes are pretty sleepy. And I'm like, oh man. Like when I when I smile, my eyes completely close. It's like so funny. Bartle EP, yeah. Big Eeps. Oh boy, I can't believe it's almost already been 2 hours. That's crazy. I hope I beat Resident Evil 7 this week. It might need 2 more streams, and then I'll beat that game. Yeah, it feels like 2 more streams. 2 or 3 more streams. Like I would even go later on a Resident Evil stream just to complete it. But unfortunately, this Friday, I'm streaming Resident Evil 7 this Friday, but I have to leave right away. Big Sag. Bigger Sag. I actually am pretty sleepy though. Like last night, I don't know why. I had well, I know why. It's because I had coffee yesterday. But like, I was up until 4 in the morning. I just couldn't sleep, and for some reason, when I couldn't sleep, I'm like, I'm gonna play chess. And normally when I play chess at night, I'm just like ass. I'm so bad, and I blunder all over the place. And then I blunder so much that I usually get frustrated and I go to bed. But this time, I was on a winning streak in like in very convincing fashion. And even when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lose this one, I'll be in a terrible position and then I'll end up winning. And I'm like, what the? I gotta stop. I need to lose so I can go to bed. I still didn't lose. It felt pretty good. Dang, I kind of want to play Arena Breakout sometime this week. I'm excited. I play Arena Breakout. Yeah, I played a little bit, or at least I have played a little bit in the past. And I really liked it because I played Tarkov, and I was like, I don't know if I want to play Tarkov. I'm hearing too many about. I'm hearing about cheaters too much, even though I don't really run into cheaters. Like just having the idea of cheaters in my head, I was like, oh, I don't want to play. You learn how to play Arena Breakout? That's it. I feel like you used to play. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it seems fun. Like I played a little bit. And I was like having a good time. You know what I noticed? Because the load times are like way better. I have way less gear fear. You know, I realized that my gear fear wasn't really like the fact that I would lose the gear. It was the fact that I would like die and then have to wait for like 10 minutes until I could until I could jump into another raid in Tarkov. And I'm like, dude, this game is mostly loading screens. Granted, I haven't played Tarkov probably in like 2 years, so it's probably different now. I would imagine. I could get a mod to turn into SPT. Like the well they have I have PvE on Tarkov. So I could play Tarkov. Technically we could both play PvE Tarkov if we both have it. Cuz it's they have unless you mean like like modded in such a way where there's like a single player like storyline or something, unless that's what you mean. You don't have an official version of it? Damn. Arena Breakout it is. You know what's weird? My first two wipes on Tarkov, I played probably less than 10 PvP raids. And I just did offline just so I could learn the maps for 2 entire wipes. Single player Tarkov transforms your Escape from Tarkov client into a fully offline experience. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because there's an official PvE now. There's also an official arena. So you can just jump in and just fight. I think I have that. And I got a little bit better at team fighting. Wait, yeah, I do have it. I have it. And yeah, it definitely gets you better at fighting. So I realized that in my wipes where I finally started to actually play PvP, Like I was still ranting super hard. I was still like really scared. Gosh. Tarkov isn't supposed to be a horror game, but it felt like one. Where I'm just like, I'm like hiding in like freaking customs or something. Oh no, it's normally in reserve. I would go to reserve and then like go to the bunker and just hide. And I'd wait for like the raiders to show up and I'd kill the raiders. But like whenever there's like people, I would just be like silent. I would just hide in a corner and wait. I did appreciate though how in that game, like audio cues were like everything. They were everything. Or maybe to the rat, they're everything. Because I would sit there and I'd be like, okay, I hear like 10 footsteps. Two of them were on glass. Five of them were on wood. I'm like, you're standing in this exact spot. I know where you are. And I'll be like, okay. So now that I know where they are, I know where to sneak past because I'm a rat. I'm not going to fight them. I don't want to fight. But something happened though when I started watching like Tarkov streamers, I started getting more aggressive because I used to watch a lot of Pestily, and then I got really into Landmark, who like sprints around and stuff like that, and he definitely changed the way that I play the game. Where I went from being a mega rat to be like a mega aggro player, where I wasn't like a Chad because I wouldn't go in there mega juiced, but I would just fight. Like my option was I just wanted to fight for some reason. Even if I had like a Makarov and like no armor, I'm like, I'm gonna fight. And I would die, but to me that was fun. I started really enjoying playing the game, like not having money and not being geared at all. That was so fun. But I guess in arena breakout, you never have to worry about that. I feel like it's always possible to have gear. I think they're still working on the ammunition balance, though. I think. Oh my heavens, my throat. Oh boy. Oh, it's almost time to go already. And get some good research. I have to read about this composer that I'm gonna hopefully make a video on soon. I'm super excited. Huge excite. Dang, I want to play drums. My family's out for the week, so I can play like really loud music now. It'd be freaking awesome. I'm thinking also. Oh, thanks for the boop, Legio. Oh, hydrate. Thanks for the hydrate. Bartleby Freedom. Oh. I do love my freedom. Because I'm American. We're all about freedom. Yeehaw. You know what my spirit animal is? The AR-15. I totally lost my train of thought. I'm just so excited to play some drums. Oh yeah, I was gonna say because I could do loud stuff now. For a little bit, I want to start using. I don't know. I don't know if this makes any sense. Do you play guitar? I can't remember if you play any instruments. You do not. Oh, so most like electric guitar, internet people. You played the recorder when you were a kid. Recorder is so goated. I will say, it's such an iconic sound. Probably one of the most famous instruments, despite being like basically a dollar menu instrument. Most guitar dudes, players online, they'll use um wait, first I think you know about this, but I'm just gonna explain it real quick. You definitely know this, but I'm just gonna say it, right? Like when you use an electric guitar, in order for there to be sound, traditionally it has to go into like a speaker with an amplifier, and they just call it an amplifier, right? The speaker and the amplifier, or the amp for short, right? You know this. So what guitar players do now is um, it's sort of in the meta to use software to simulate an amplifier, because it's just more practical. Like amplifiers are heavy, they're big, they're loud, they cost money, and you could actually download a simulator for free. All you need is an interface that you could plug your guitar into that connects to your computer to like like convert that analog into digital or whatever, and then you have an amp sound. And if you don't have like a frame of reference of being someone who performed a lot and used amplifiers, then you won't know the difference and probably won't give a shit because it'll still sound really good. You know, it'll just feel a little bit different compared to like the real stuff. So I've been using a lot of simulation despite having most of my experience playing like live with a band with like loud amplifiers. So it feels different. It sort of feels like instead of me painting, it's like I'm taking a picture of a painting. You know, it's weird. And then taking a picture of that. That's what it feels like to me when I'm playing sometimes. So it's like, I want like one of my friends, who was also a VTuber, um, a music VTuber guy. He was like, dude, just use your real amp. It'll sound good. I'm like, okay. I said yes because I agree. I think it'll be really cool. But I was like too lazy. I didn't set anything up. But I think I could do it now since no one's in the house. I feel like when there's people around me, I get like overexcited, and then I just stim too hard, and then it makes me distracted, and I won't be productive. You know what I mean? But when there's no one around, there's so much peace that, yeah, I just feel freedom. It's weird. I like being alone. Is it weird? I just like being alone. and I don't get lonely. I just enjoy being alone. Maybe it's because like I'm always around people, like with all my jobs and stuff. You know the feeling? Yeah, the feeling of just being like, damn, I just want to be in my own space. Yeah, it's nice. I feel like that's peace. Like to me, one of the most peaceful thoughts is knowing that I have a sanctuary. Like I could just go to my room or something, and like my room is like my happy place. Good things happen here. But also that means that it's good to spend time out of your happy place, to make the happy place remain happy. Because if you're always happy, you're never happy, or something. Um, so yeah, that's when you do the dreaded touch grass move. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Man, now that I think about it, because my day job is I work as a teacher, as a music teacher, and it's like it, the expression. Um, and I work as a music teacher, and I have like about 40 students a week, right? About 40, give or take, depending on like who skips out or whatever. Uh, and they're all individual. They have their all they all have their own individual curriculums. But that's not too bad because all I do is I'll write it down, so I don't have to commit it to memory. I just write down what we did and whatever, so that's fine. But all of them really like to talk to me. You know, they'll tell me about their like lives for some reason. They like to yap, which is hilarious. I don't know why. Some of them even claim to like not normally yap. They just start yapping. I'm like, dude. Sometimes I want to be like, did I ask? Holy moly. Um, I'll be like, who asked you? Who asked? Not me. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm actually okay with listening to them. It feels kind of nice. That it means that they're comfortable with me. Yeah, I agree. Which I'm super appreciative for. Like one of my students is like she's like my mom's age. And she calls me young man. It's so funny. Just just time out them. True. Listen. Listen, child. I wish I had a mute button. Like beep. No sound from you. Shut up, child. Beep. That'll be the best. It's like a shot caller that doesn't hurt anybody. It's like an ethical shot caller. But I had this one student that's like my mom's age, and she's like a nurse, right? So, I forgot what kind of nurse she was. Was she a dialysis nurse? I can't remember, but she works with a pretty good amount of people. Old. That means life experience. Um, yeah, she has a lot of experience. She she would say that this is like free therapy. She said the lessons are like free therapy. I was like, therapy? We're playing guitar. Shut your mouth and do your scales. um, but they, you know, everyone's always vocal, filling me in. So 40 different students, 40 different conversations. Thinking about this sometimes blows my brain up because I'm just like, what were we talking about? You went to New Orleans and then oh yeah, you were talking about that. I'm like, bro, it's been like 300 hours since we've had this conversation, and I've had like 40 other conversations happen just from work. It's like it's too much. It's too much. It makes sense that I like to be alone. And what I do now is when I'm driving, I'll freaking no music, no nothing. Just the sound of the cars. It's amazing. It feels so good. It's like clearing my it feels like I'm clearing my browser history. It feels like I'm reformatting my hard drive. It feels great. It feels like, you know, it feels like when you're plugging in a USB and you get it right the first time. It feels like when you're playing Wordle and you one tap that bitch. Mm-hmm. It feels like reverse clutch CT in CS. Oh, it feels like when you're hungry and you somehow immediately are able to get your favorite food. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Okay, anyway. I'm just trying to feel good right now. Cuz I know that I have to go to work later. Oh god. Anyway, so it's 10. Now that I've yapped away, it's time to go. This was my first co-working study stream in like gosh, since like I first started streaming, which wasn't that long ago, maybe like around 8 months ago or something like that. I was doing like only study streams. I wasn't even playing music. So very interesting. Very interesting times. Study streams only. Fuck that. I would never do that again. I have to do something. I can't even study. I ended up yapping for 30 minutes. Worst co-working streamer ever. I should have just been just chatting. I feel like I miscategorized a lot. Okay, anyway, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so hope you guys were able to be productive. Once again, thanks Oshi for the 7 stream streak. Hopefully, I remember to shout you out again. I keep forgetting to shout you out. Sorry. Always happy to have you here. Also, Trix. Trix was here earlier too. Big Trix and Velmy, the coolest. Okay. And of course, the Legio. You make me laugh so much, dude. When I'm on your stream, you hit me with like you hit like a one-liner that always makes you forget. It's like so good. It's the one-liners. Ay ay ay. They're so freaking funny. Oh my god. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow. 8 a.m. EST. Just another couple of hours productivity. It's gonna be like working on music stuff. Learning. Learning. But I'll probably just be practicing the FCP remix, the Bochi song, and what's that other one? It's tip of my tongue, but yeah, whatever. We'll see. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Same place, same time. Schedule's out too. Take a look. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.